Episode 104, baby. We are back with the man, the myth, the legend, Jay Griner with the purple weenie. Hey.
Why can you piece of shit? I'll kill you.
Hey, how you doing, baby?
What's going on, brother?
Brittney Griner is still in a Russian prison. And what do we talk about? Brittney Griner, 9 years for hashish oil in an airport.
In a Russian prison, right?
Well, yeah, she's in a Russian prison.
Oh,
But what's crazy, I've said this when it first started. I didn't know if it was real. I thought it was like, she was like just a bargaining chip in the political party for Putin. But now that it comes out more and more and more, it really does look more and more like that. Like,
yes.
Like they literally are using her name and her image and her likeness and her fucking popularity to fucking get possibly some fucking Russian spy, Russian fucking somebody. They're bringing somebody home with this exchange. That's all I know. It's happening.
I can almost. I'm gonna say this. I feel like she's being used for like as an example of what happens when you smuggle drugs into our country. And I mean, weed ain't a drug, but other countries, people look at it like that.
It's crazy.
Like in some countries, if you smuggle if you bring weed into the country, they'll kill you.
Yeah. Like
certain countries, like you're
kill you.
Yes, there's penalty for smuggling drugs into into the country. Of I think it is Singapore or Saudi Arabia or something like that.
Don't go to those two countries with a goddamn.
It's one of those countries. But there's more than just them out there.
Reportedly, she said that it was inadvertently in her bag. She didn't mean to bring it, but as my wife said, that's what she's supposed to say.
Right, but if that was a different country she'd have went to that would have had that, she would have been done for. So you gotta.
That's crazy to think, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she actually, it is fucked up that she got 9 years, but to think that there are countries over there on the other side of the world that don't allow shit, like they won't hesitate.
They need to readjust that shit. They need to readjust these things and make it where it's like, okay, if it's a misdemeanor in fucking Michigan or in the United States, there should be some type of, even if it's not the same, there should be some type of matching. Okay, so a year in prison here is representative of 2.5 years in fucking Russia. Say that the comparison of the time, the stay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then at that point, it's like you're telling the country how to run their own shit.
Yeah. But it's just, I don't know, I think there needs to be some type of...
I will say this, I feel like she might have got off if, and people probably gonna hate me to say this.
She was white like Taylor Swift.
Well, no, even if it was just like Donald Trump was still our president.
You think?
Oh yeah, him and Putin was cool.
So you think that Biden's kind of, I don't know, misrepresentation of presidency?
I feel like Biden is one of the reasons why Putin don't like America again.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, when Donald Trump, all right, let's go back to like the beginning or whatnot. Nobody liked Donald Trump because he labeled us racist because
that's false.
Because he supposedly sponsors the KKK or whatever.
That's crazy to think.
But whatever the case may be. But long story short. Oh, and he, and the shit that he be saying about Mexico and shit like that. But
have you seen the fucking process to get in Mexico? No wonder this motherfucker wants to build a wall. You literally can fucking get into Mexico so goddamn easy. They literally, it's a red light, green light system.
Right. But that's besides the point where I'm trying to get at. That's a whole different story for another
we're going
day.
down to the rabbit hole talking about these.
But anyway, he was getting cool with the dictators of the world, you know what I mean, like the powerhouses, if you'd say, you know what I mean,
business-wise, that's what you do,
like Russia, North Korea, you know what I mean. He went to both places, getting cool with shaking hands, coming to agreements, y'all don't want no smoke, we don't want no smoke, you know what I mean. Let's just make this money, let's do what politics, what we got to do to everybody just
keep living.
You know, yeah, live
Keep
how they
living and
want.
fighting.
Yup, live how
Fighting
they want to
on.
live, and you know, everybody be at type peace type shit. You know, who's to say? You know, after and you gave him what 4 years. Within them 4 years, he got cool with 2 dictators. Who's to say if he didn't go longer, he would have got cool with China?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then eventually, somewhere in the Middle East.
Maybe
you
could
know
have
what I
saved
mean?
Ukraine from being invaded from Russia.
You know what I'm saying? Like there could have been a lot of scenarios that could have happened, but in due time or whatever.
What if?
But long story short, I feel like if he was still our president, she probably wouldn't have got 9 years.
Right.
Because I feel like Trump would have talked to Putin, whatever his name is, and
Vladimir Putin.
yeah, and would have came to an agreement. Like all right, I'll tell you like this. Y'all let her go, she won't never come back.
Right. And that's what we talked about yesterday. Me and my wife were talking about it. We're like, what should happen? Okay, like, because I came in with it like, okay, we have Joe Biden who isn't doing fucking shit. There's fucking Go Brandon fucking chants. And people are sharing left and right and they don't realize it's saying fuck Joe Biden. So like, boom. Go Brandon. You fucking get the message. The dude's a fucking clown. Right? And then you got the vice president where you expect a little bit more competency. Like she's a younger fucking woman. She's an African American woman. So not only should she be on Brittney Griner's side of getting the fuck home because she's a woman and because she's black, but she's non-existent. Now me and my wife talked about it. She goes, maybe she doesn't want to get involved. Fuck that. You don't have a fucking choice not to get involved. You're the vice fucking president. Like you signed up for this shit.
Right.
All the problems of the world are your fucking problems.
Or I don't know exactly how it works, but if it goes, if the president okays it or it has to go through Congress or whatnot, but they could also try to give her like diplomatic immunity.
It's gotta, so like they can't give her diplomatic immunity in a Russian prison. If she was home and
then she went there, then
basically how it's gotta work is like, because I was watching this video on like what's the processes, and it's literally like she has to go through the fucking trial. She can't get immune, she can't get traded, she can't get nothing until her trial date. And then the trial date, it's like that shit, because like a deal, like the deal isn't as smooth as they think it is. Like, it's like, okay, this deal could fucking be X, Y, and Z for fucking A, B, and 2 parts of 3. But at the same time, when the trial comes, that fucking deal could fall apart. That deal could fall apart. Now they want more. Like, and it could just be like USA thinking like, oh, maybe we don't want to give you 2 fucking first round picks for our 3rd round pick, because there's been reports that Brittney Griner don't even fucking support it USA. She's talking all types of shit about America and all types of shit and this. And so it's like,
well, when it goes back down to that, is it she talking shit about America as like America, or is she talking shit about America as there's a problem that nobody's taking care and it ain't getting taken care of,
right,
such as Flint in their water shit. Black people getting killed by these cops and nobody's like really giving a fuck. Like it, like, you know what I mean? And just like basically like hate crimes and shit like that.
But that's not America. Those are problems in America.
In America,
you know
right?
What I'm saying? Like,
but is it being misconstrued as her saying problems in America versus her actually talking shit about America? You know what I mean? Because it could be, you got a problem with this and that in America. Like there's a problem in America. I think we need to adjust this.
A lot of things.
Now I'm going back telling people he's talking shit about America.
Right.
I ain't no. What you mean? I'm talking shit about America? I'm talking about the shit in America is fucking is fucked up.
I'm gonna have to find the quote verbatim what she said and kind of tie it to this, but without,
even if she don't agree with the presidency,
I think that's
still not
up.
talking about.
I think that's fucked up because like in the military, it's literally illegal. Like you can't talk about the president. You can't you can't.
Yeah.
You can't even talk about him. So like if he's doing a shit job, you gotta just doing a great job, Mr. President. Thank you for
No matter what, you
no matter
have
what.
to.
And it's like why? You should be able to talk to this motherfucker just like you should talk to the owner at Subway when you're asking for a job or when you're looking to fucking talk to somebody. Everybody should be approachable.
Yes, because it's like your First Amendment, like your freedom of speech. Like,
exactly.
Like you take my amendment away because I joined your military.
Well, that too, but it's like this motherfucker got the people's votes to get him where he's at.
Right. Well, right. And yours too, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure that people in the military, vote for who they want or whatnot, or however it goes. I've never been in the military.
There's
so
many people that don't talk about their religion. I'll fucking tell you, hey, I voted for Trump because he was pro-military. You know what I'm saying? And people, you can take that how you want to take it. You know, oh, you think he's the fucking racist, he's bastard, he's fucking this. No. Donald Trump was beneficial to the military. He gave us a raise 3 or 4 times. And it's like, that business mind, yeah, he might have I think he went bankrupt or some shit. But I think that business mind,
Trump?
yeah.
He went
but like that business mindset,
times,
but you could be rich as fuck and be bankrupt. You know, 50 Cent did it.
They said that's how he got rich, is that he would just start over and then do it, you know, go through his shit, start over and then go through his shit. And then, like, he just built from that. And then, obviously, they say, you know, ripping people off and building off, so, you know, doing, you know, whatever. Donald Trump's a bully. Long story short, he is a bully. That is one fact. Like, Donald Trump is the one motherfucking person I know that's damn near, like, however old he is, and still will bully a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
The hustler in him.
And it's just, you know, he chased that money. He money hungry. He a cheap bastard, but that's how the rich get richer. You know what I mean?
You got to be frugal.
Me personally,
I got 5 on it.
Me personally, I don't vote for my own personal reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you should. You should vote. Even if you don't vote for the presidency, you should vote for the neighbor that you know back in the day that's now running for city commissioner that you support.
Oh yeah, shit like, you know what that. Yeah, like
you can vote for everything. It's the presidency and it's everything in your committee.
Like when it comes to like mayors or like the legalized weed and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, shit like that. Yeah. When it comes down to like real politics though, like actual like politics, I don't get into that shit.
I will say this:
for my own personal reasons that I will not discuss on.
I will say this: a lot of the younger generation, like when I went to history, like in college, that was like it just really taught me like, wow, I love history, you know, and like I was just so passionate about like, okay, the way she broke down history, you know what I'm saying? Like you find out about events, you find out about fucking, you know, district courts, you find out about the branches, and it was just like the way she explained the shit, it was dope, and like I remember, I'll never forget fucking, you know, kind of just learning about that shit and learning about politics and just the fact that you really don't get involved in politics until you're older because that's when it affects you now.
Well,
you know, it don't affect us as much now when we're young. Like when we're talking about fucking, you know what I'm saying, paved roads or you got to pay $1 extra for the fucking toll across the bridge or this and that. Like we just looking at it like, yeah, we're going to have to pay that one day. But really, it's going to affect us in 5 years, 10 years because they're putting this shit in the head now. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why all the people that are fucking old, they're out there fucking voting. They're out there getting, you know, learning because essentially like voting is such an important right. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the effect to have this guy, or any other fucking candidate on fucking thing. You can do write-in ballot. It's just so the benefit of it is so big. Like I know you know you might not be interested in voting, but I just recommend, you know, like just find out a little bit more and just you know because we need people like us to be the change. We'll never fucking have, because you have lifetime judges, bro. These judges are on fucking their shit for a lifetime. How do you get that shit changed? You gotta vote motherfuckers in who you feel like are right for the right for the world.
I am what I guess you would call a conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
So I don't really get into politics like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to say too much.
He said, "I believe in everything. I ain't vote."
I don't want to get into it because you say too much, and then you got men in black showing up at your house. So
Will Smith, you ain't slapping me, motherfucker. I'm just letting you know. But
but yeah, no, I'm not. I don't vote. I don't get into politics like that.
That's good though. You know, it kind of just because you avoid.
I avoid. Yeah.
You avoid the what's it called, the confrontation if there is a disagreement.
Yeah, I just sit. I'm the one to sit back. You know, with his back against the wall and just watch everything unfold.
Right.
Type shit. You know what I mean?
So it's an ugly world. These motherfuckers literally have made it so it's literally 1 versus 1, and that's what we choose. You know, like Republican, Democrat. You know, it's like.
I always think outside the box. I don't ever keep my thoughts inside. I always think outside the box. Like anything, like to me, anything's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like like, for instance, like people that, you know, there's think that there's aliens. Some people that think
there's
that
a
not
motherfucking aliens.
And there's people that think, you know,
what do you believe? You believe
what?
there's aliens?
Oh yes, I believe there's a lot more than just us. We just don't believe it's real because we have never personally seen it. You know what I mean? But those that have seen it know. You know what I mean? And then there's those that haven't seen it and still believe it, like, you know, myself. And then there's people that haven't seen it and be like, there's no fucking way we are the only thing that is in this whole universe.
That's what I'm saying. It's just, the world is just so big.
And like throughout this whole galaxy, you think throughout this whole galaxy, you think we're the only ones in this whole entire galaxy.
Right.
And how many galaxies they say there are? Like just like thousands and thousands and thousands.
Yeah.
And to say that we're the only
life form,
and
living
then
form.
NASA has even came out and said that they have got a radio frequency in space from one of the satellites, a message from like a different
unknown source.
Yeah, unknown source, and it dated back like 5 million years or something like that. And it finally got through space and got to one of the satellites, and
damn,
you know what I mean.
You know
so
how long
it's like,
it takes to get to the moon?
You know,
3 days of straight drive.
See, that's crazy. There's somewhere in the world, I can't remember where they said it was. It might have been like North Pole or South Pole or something like that. Like one of the, you know, icy things, and like you can, or icy lands, not things. Apologize. Where you can see the moon. Like for like, I don't think it's like 30 seconds or something like that because it goes by so quick, and it's just like daylight all the time or something like that. And
I know it's like that in certain parts of the world too.
I seen it.
It's dark in Alaska for like 6 months a year.
That's what I'm saying. See, like, I seen it on Instagram, and it was a video.
That damn Instagram.
And I was like, damn, dude, that is so fucking awesome, and it's so big. Like, it looks like it's so fucking close. It is huge, but it only lasts for like 30 seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it goes away.
So what do you think about this? Fucking, I was with, who was I with? Somebody the other day. We were talking about. They said, Bizzolo. Bizzolo said that, you know, basically, they're calculating that the days are happening faster. You know, like the fucking the shit's spinning faster than it's normally spinning, making like days go by faster. Yeah, we still go from fucking noon to noon, but or noon to midnight. But you know, that noon to midnight might be happening faster.
Well,
so you might be 25, 26 years old, but you really only 24 and a half, 24 and 3/4 type shit. You know. Because you're getting older, but you don't realize it.
Well, have you seen that shit all over like the internet about CERN?
CERN, no, what's that?
Or something like that. It's
CERN, like SERN.
I believe that's what it. Yeah, I believe that's what it was. Anyway, long story short, they were like trying to like create like a like another Big Bang, like smash two atoms together. Long story short, and like create like this portal or black hole or some crazy shit. And like they said, like it happened on July 4th or 5th or something like that. And it was supposed to be to like, you know, like slow shit down or whatnot.
In your ear.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
But you know how they were saying all this bunch of shit where like it did that, like made the days and shit go by like faster or slower and whatnot. Like they were like, you know, around this time like July, you know, see if you notice anything weird or see if you feel weird or anything like that after that, or you know, if you notice like the time frequencies and shit like that, like you're trying to like alter time or whatever. It's just like one big
so much to think about. Yeah,
so much to think about, like one big conspiracy, long story short. That they're just trying to, you know, basically trying to play God.
Right.
You know, human scientists trying to play God and shit, the government trying to play God. But this is, like I said, this is all, you know, conspiracy. This isn't
put on
like,
the hater shades for that. We gotta block those fucking conspiracy thoughts out. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a thing going around on the internet, you know, like a video or whatnot, and like TikTok videos.
Them
or
damn
some shit,
TikTokers
or-
fucking said caramel empanadas were back at Taco Bell
and
live.
then like it was, and then it transitioned over to Facebook and not Snapchat but Instagram and stuff like that. And I just been seeing a lot about it. And you know, like I said, I don't want to say too much or get into shit like that because, like I said, you know, you fuck around and say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But,
So, onto a positive note, got a game this Saturday. Talk about, you want to talk about that?
all I know is
It's a rematch.
it is a rematch, but this is the thing. This is a very personal game for the defense, especially. Not and not to say it's not personal for the whole team, like the offense and everything, but it's more personal for the defense
Right.
than it is the offense.
Because y'all should have fucking 21. It should have been 21-0.
Special teams, definitely, because we were the first ones that let them get a touchdown right off the get.
Right.
That was on us. And I was on special teams when that shit happened. So that's, you know, so I take responsibility for that, you know what I mean, too. You know, I was on, you know, and I play defense.
You watched the game film?
Yes.
The whole film?
Yes.
My man!
So, you know, I take that to heart because I was on special teams and defense when they were scoring on us. You know what I mean?
Right. I think he stiff-armed you for a touchdown, didn't he?
No.
I'm just...
You got me fucked up.
He said no, but they did score.
When I just know if I get my hands on you.
But that's I will say though it's been a very up and down year, but I think the downs are just sudden hiccups. You know, like y'all have everything kind of together on these downs. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, for example, like when y'all played the Seminoles, y'all literally was right there with them, and you didn't have your quarterback. Boom. That's understandable. You played the fucking Hurricanes. Yeah, they might have got you.
No,
but
we
again,
beat them.
Huh?
We beat them. We beat them 6-0.
The Gators. So the Gators, I mean. So the Gators the first time.
That was when we didn't have a quarterback either.
No quarterback again. So it's boom, no quarterback. Now you play the Detroit Ravens.
I mean, we did, but that was you know, a personal issue between player and official.
But anyway, you know, going back to it, then you have, you know, against the Detroit Ravens, you guys have another loss. In that game, you have David Coffey at fucking quarterback fucking the whole fucking time. And y'all, like I said, as a matter of like fucking 6-7 plays, y'all were neck and neck in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all were fucking causing turnovers. Y'all was picking the ball off, fumbles, you know what I'm saying, lockdown defense. You know what I'm saying? It was just a couple plays where they had a Tyreek-like player fucking
just
go off.
This deep shit is what kills us.
And that's what I say is like the secondary as a whole, in my opinion, has to just play pass first. Because y'all front seven is so dominant and you know, locked down. If y'all get that pass game on lock, it's game over. It's game over.
Yep. But now, defense has adjusted to where the deep shit is now
If you don't know,
under control.
it's at Warren, Michigan. It's in Warren, Michigan. The Tri-City Stampede take on the Michigan Gators for a rematch. Like I said, it's a good game to get revenge. It's a good game to fucking make a statement. You know what I'm saying? It's a good way to, you know, go into the playoffs because if you don't know, this Tri-City Stampede is a one of a kind, you know, one of a kind teams. You know, like you guys definitely have tremendous talent, to say the least. But I think that there's so many different angles of how you guys could get better, and only a certain handful, I think, in my opinion, are willing to take that commitment.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think that you guys easily could be 6-1. 6-1. No, 5-3. You guys are. You guys could easily be fucking 5-3, or you could be easily 8-0. You know, just by those fucking games against the Ravens. You know, I think the Ravens was, like, in my opinion, the only game y'all would have lost to, but it should have been about 21-14 type shit. But going forward, I think it's just so easy to kind of get better.
We still got playoffs.
Fuck playoffs. Y'all gotta fucking. The playoffs shouldn't even matter. Y'all can't fucking.
No,
think
it
playoffs.
don't. No, I'm just saying, like, we still got playoffs too. So like, there is a lot
of football left.
Yeah, a lot of football left.
But the main thing is though, is like, are you guys getting better as the season goes, or are you derailing because everyone's fucking pissed at each other? Everyone's tired of each other. You guys fucking got less people committing to practice. You guys got less people fucking coming to games. You guys got, you know what I'm saying? So like, all these things are factors of damn. Is the team.
I guess this is what really shows what we are made of as a team that are actually there for each other. As a team, like right now, that are there for each other on Saturdays and shit. That's, you know, if you choose not to come, that's on you. We still here for each other.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because it's just us at the end of the day. So for us that are still there and still come and shit like that, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, there are people that can't come because of work, or, you know, they can't, you know, find anybody to watch their kids, you know what I mean? Their kids, you know, are unable to be out there in that environment at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? For whatever, you know, health, you know, reasons, or,
all
you know,
kids should
just
be free.
You know,
I will say that. All kids should be free.
What do you mean?
Get to the games.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, they are free.
I know.
Like 7 and under, I think it is.
It should be all kids. That's what I'm saying. Is it should be all kids. If you got a kid that's fucking 13, fucking free. You got a kid that's.
Well, they're no longer. I mean, they are a kid, but they're a teenager at that point. They're like a young adult at that point.
Yeah, but or even extended to all kids and players, kids free.
I can see that.
Because you should, like, for players like Rob Delgado, he should not
he
should not have to pay $10, $20, $30 additional to driving there and getting in. Like, it shouldn't be breaking him over the bank. Like, it's that type of shit. I think should definitely change. You know, like where stadiums, all the stadiums combined. Hey, y'all, because we don't get charged. Try to get charged by everybody. It's only a fucking few stadiums. You know, so like Flint Fury. They were charging, you know, like, at the door, fucking, bow, don't go nowhere. We're fucking ready to put you up against the wall if you ain't got no fucking money for us.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, just less restrictions on certain shit. You know, still have, you know, still pat us down if you feel like, you know, you want to fucking, you know, worry about weapons, shit like that. But, you know, this should be like a fucking sacred environment, you know, a safe environment where people want to fucking, you know, like, just watch some fucking football. You know, like, you know, you might, for players like you know what I'm saying? Like, you might not fucking have had fucking your whole entire life to play football, and this is a time where you fucking get to play it, and fucking it might fucking take you somewhere big.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like,
I know what you're saying, yeah.
It's just, it's more than just
me and Ish,
60 minutes of football.
Me and Ish talk about that all the time when we talk to each other. Like, football, like, rather if we getting paid or not, we trying to play until the wheels fall off.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, do I see us being able to do this for more years to come? Yeah, because we're young. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm 27. You know what I mean? So, you know, in the football world, yeah, that's like mid-age in the football world. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, like, the average football player only lasts, like, a couple years. You know? But rather if I got into, you know, even like the Canadian Football League or Arena Football League or
USFL, XFL.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so many outlets.
Yeah, so many outlets.
Arena.
Yes, because all it is a matter of just staying healthy, making sure you're in shape. You know, make sure you eat right, take care of your body like you actually, you know what I mean, and then put in the work. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To do all those things, because I mean, it's easy, but it's hard at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's like a push and pull type thing. Because it's like, you want to do these things. You can do these things. You're capable of doing these things. But you have to mentally and physically want to do these things. You know what I mean? Like,
you got to want to be put through the fucking suck.
Because, like, in reality, everybody in this league and other leagues and college and high school, you know, everybody's trying to get to the same place that you're at, and they're working so much harder than you. Like these,
right.
like they're living
Right, they're up at 4 in the morning, and then go to school. Fucking, they're in the gym at 5, and then in the gym before they go to bed. Yeah,
exactly. Like while you're sleeping, and you wake, even if you wake up at 6 o'clock, like you said, someone's waking up at 4.
That Mamba mindset, that Mamba
like,
mentality, shit's
exactly.
different.
It's different. Exactly.
Different.
That's what you have to have, though. You literally have to tap into that Mamba mentality, like you said, like that Kobe Bryant mentality.
You don't give a fuck if 5 people are watching, 1 million people are watching. You know what I'm saying? You're working.
The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He the same way. He is a gym rat. He works out like 3-4 times a day.
Yeah.
You know, if he's not making a move, and if he ain't doing anything that's business related, he's in the gym.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then if he ain't in the gym, he's making movies, he's doing some type of promotion for like his energy drinks or his tequila shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he got a lot of shit going on for him.
A lot of moving pieces.
He's a fucking monster right now because
The Rock for president, 2024.
Most of the time he's mentally focused and tries to block out all negativity, and then tries to see, like, if he believes that you're gonna be a roadblock or a bump in the road, or you're gonna slow him down from getting to where he wants to be at, he ain't gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all there is to it. But he just so focused on his goal to be where he want to be at, to where he ain't got time for
the bullshit.
You know what I mean? But see, then again, there was a thing going around, like Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Says something about when he used to be cool with The Rock, back in the day, but then something happened where like he like fell off, and he was like getting in like a dark spot and shit like that, and turned to The Rock, and The Rock pushed him away and shit like that. So now he ain't never gonna forgive him, all this, that, and the other.
Right.
And then he said The Rock tried to hit him up after he started getting successful again and shit like that, and then he just brushed him off like, no, you ain't fucking with me when I was at my lowest. You pushed me away, and then now that I'm big and whatnot or whatever, now you want to try to come back. I don't know if that was just for clout, because you know how Logan Paul is trying to get his fame up, boxing, all these old ass boxers are taking dives for him, and now he's a wrestler on the WWE. And
so's Kevin Gates.
See, yeah, I seen that. I'm like,
smacked the shit out of somebody, or he punched him.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, oh my gosh, they got Gates out here at the AEW.
Working.
I'm like, oh man. But anyway, yeah, he The Rock, he focused on his shit like that, you know what I mean? Like that workout shit. So, Kobe was the same way. You just gotta have that mentality, like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what is going to make me better. This is going to help provide for my family. And then you just go from there. But like I said, it's harder, it's easier said than done.
We'll talk about tomorrow. Heading down to the Detroit Lions practice. It's like training camp. But they're going to be destroying he's a YouTube account, big YouTube account with like football one-on-ones. We've got 2 players, Chris Hines and Lamont Morrison, are going to be participating at Allen Park, Michigan. So you definitely want to check it out. I'm definitely going to be getting some visuals of that one. That one's going to be sick. I'm excited to see him. If you don't know, both players are Stampede players. One is the starting corner for the Stampede, Chris Hines from Central Michigan, played at CMU. And we also have Lamont Morrison. Where's he from? Where'd he play at?
He played at a couple places. I can't remember. I can't exactly remember where.
Dude's a star. He made the All-Star team this year for the area. Yeah.
Well, they didn't have the voting. He made it last year. He didn't have the voting this year for it yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah, him and Kyle and I believe T Stock.
I didn't see Stock on there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was just Reddy and.
Oh yeah, because he that's when he fucked his shoulder up. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Lamont's been doing this shit for a minute.
It was Lamont, Kyle, and Ish.
Yep. Ish was on there. But that's no surprise. That dude's a fucking machine.
Ish is an animal.
That's a Ray Lewis. It's a Ray Lewis type player right there.
No, he coverages way better than how Ray Lewis did. He's more like a Luke Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly, you think?
Could do it all. Sideline to sideline, could do it all. He can blitz and get the sack. He can coverage and zone coverage, man coverage. He recognizes the play when, oh yeah, that's how Ish got good. Like his IQ out there and vision is
next level.
Yeah, he shouldn't. I don't even know why he's still in this league. Like he should have been one of the first people that should have went somewhere off of our team.
Oh, 100%.
He's God-given talent.
So do you think that what do you think is the best way to get your name out there? Because a lot of players don't have film on themselves. They don't have
film and an agent or a manager or something, whatever you want to call it. Like basically like how I asked you to be my agent. I didn't do that because I think I'm fucking Allen Iverson or something, you know, like I already made it or something like that. No, it's more or less like you need someone to help you be able to get your image out there. Like while you're playing and practicing or trying to be, you know, trying to get yourself ready for this shit, you need someone that's gonna be making the calls and the messagings and the emails and check out my, you know what I mean, check out the, you know, person that I'm representing or whatever, you know what I mean, my client or whatever, you know, however you want to say it, and, you know, making them move so that way when you're doing your thing and you're coming back, you know what I mean, oh, hey, by the way, I got, you know, a couple people that want to talk to you, FaceTime, whatever, you know, you got some offers, you know, from either college or arena or, you know, semi-pro, you know, professional or whatever the case may be. It's just, it makes it easier on you as a player.
You could just focus on balling and working out,
that's what
feeding the machine.
Exactly, to where someone's doing the office work for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, per se, you know. But basically like how you're doing the shit for the Ocean 5 records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're trying to get people looked at. You're trying to, you know, set up meetings and FaceTime and, you know, let's get people signed type shit. That's basically what you have to do for football too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You see people out here doing their independent, you know, music, you know, rather if it's singing, hip hop, rap, you know what I mean, whatever they're, you know, doing. Essentially, it's the same shit for football.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta have, just because you're not in college, you know, Big Ten, Michigan, or Alabama, Ohio State, you know, whatever.
Doesn't mean you can't go somewhere.
Doesn't mean that you can't go somewhere, exactly. Like, you still gotta have someone that's gonna represent you if you really want to go to the next level and have film on you. That way they can send it to, you know, here, there, you know, let me get some connects, you know, and pointing in the right direction. While you're, like you said, being able to ball out and just focus on, you know, feeding the machine or whatever.
So I will say that's one thing that I think we should do collectively is kind of go through all the film from this year and, you know,
and then take a little here and there.
Take clips that you like most, because I don't want to put together, you know, like what I would do, because I'd put every clip that you have in there.
Well, that's what you would essentially want, because everything that you do, rather if it's a solo tackle, assist tackle, effort, yeah, you like anything, you know what I mean? Yep. Like that helps, like, show, like, okay, he clogged that, made it so he couldn't get through there, you know what I mean? Or you know, he made a goal line stop, you know, by, you know, staying low and grabbing the leg, you know what I mean? Wrap the leg up and he can't go nowhere, or whatever the case may be. You know, just the little shit that they'll never see or whatever. But,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then when they see that, they be like, oh, damn, I never recognized that before. But he, you know what I mean, he had partaken that, you know what I mean? Or he might have been the reason why, you know, he got stopped or whatever. So it helps. You know what I mean? It definitely does. Tremendously. A lot more than what you think it does.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, this just doing film this year and just, you know, just hearing just how much, you know, like people are appreciative, you know, like they'll use like the pictures we've taken, or they'll use like visuals and fucking, you know, promote it to use themselves. Like I know CJ Trail, Darian Robinson, Kyle Reddy, you know, a handful of players, you know, Goss. You know, it just makes you feel like, okay, you're doing a good job, or you know, you just want to keep doing better and better.
Yeah, because we never had that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our 6 years of existence, we never had someone there to actually like record our shit.
Right.
You know?
That's crazy to think, though.
Consistently.
That's crazy to think.
So like this, like the having film on us personally is all new to us. You know what I mean? Like, because we never had this shit before. Like, we could never like just go and be like, okay.
Shout out you. You're the one who kind of, got the fucking, connect for me to get fucking in there.
I appreciate that.
So like shit's all possible because of you. I used to fucking come to the games last year and fucking you and Ish should be the motherfuckers that I would, make sure I support. And
right.
like I'm just fucking recording y'all fucking, and just posting it and just, not even thinking twice. And then, I think this year we did like a scrimmage or some shit and I'm like, man, I need to record this shit.
Oh yeah, versus the Northern Panthers.
Yeah.
I think they call themselves Northern Michigan Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually went to the fucking championship this year too.
Nice.
Yep, they were like undefeated this year.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And they're in their league, yeah.
But yeah, it was I think it was like the coach of the Petoskey team. They literally was like, "Hey, can you send me the film on this?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Fuck yeah." I think that was like the moment I was like, "Okay, this is gonna be big." I'm gonna fucking, I'll be able to help a lot more people out with this film. And then fucking the Flint Fury lady, she was like, "Whoa, you do all this from your phone?" I'm like, "Yeah." Just
iPhone's a hell of a phone, I tell you.
Yeah, you know how to use it. That shit's beautiful.
Fuck yeah, it makes everything look all professional and shit. And you're like, no, just right off the iPhone, man.
Right.
Like, no shit. Like, yeah, the way you zoom in and can edit shit and make everything. Oh yeah, iPhone's.
You know where it's at.
It's just the camera, man. That's the only thing that's really better is the camera.
Yeah, I think it's so crazy too, cause like the Android.
Oh,
camera,
and then you can like record shit on here, like with like the shit that you're watching on your phone.
Oh, like a screen recording.
Yeah, screen recording. Yeah, you can do that shit. That's about the only like thing.
Big difference.
Like, yeah, to me.
What about
storage too?
Storage. I think just the accessibility. You have FaceTime now. You now know when someone sees your message. It's delivered. Versus the green era.
Yeah.
We don't like to say the word Android, but sometimes it has to be said. But
oh hey, Samsung.
You got to start somewhere. I remember my first phone ever was a Virgin Mobile Oyster. I ain't never gonna forget that bitch. Little white flippy. Flip.
My first phone was like one of my grandma's Verizon flip phones, and then that was just like one of the ones you just call, put the minutes on it, and then you could talk or text, whatever. It was just like when I was a kid, just to be able to call like my family and shit like that, like emergency purposes and shit like that, or if I just need to be picked up. But anyway, after that, like once I got into middle school, she got, for like a little while, she got me a contract phone, and it was through AT&T. And I went well over my minutes on that, talking and texting and shit like that, so that got cut short. Then that's when Metro PCS came out.
Hello. Unlimit yourself.
Well, that was, and then I had my first phone from them was the one that looked like the BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you could download like music on it and shit like that.
I had the one where you little like, bloop. I could just type in my pocket in my phone.
And then after that, that's when Boost Mobile went from like being like contract to like
being prepaid and all that.
Being like how Metro PCS was, and then that's when they had
they had to compete.
The Incognitos.
What's that?
The phone that like it was like a touch screen kind of on the front. Like it was basically it was a touch screen, but like every time you touch a button, it would vibrate.
Okay.
And then you would flip it open and be like the keyboard and all that, and then it'd be like the screen, and then you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like a little mini laptop.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yep. And then have like two little speakers from at the bottom and the top. And
technology was a motherfucker.
Man.
I remember recording fucking ringtones off the radio, like, this song is fire, I need it.
You know what is the crazy part though? Is that like when you're kids, you watching cartoons with the virtual reality shit, and then like you think like, oh, they just disappeared and went into a game, but like now you obviously don't disappear, but they got virtual reality now.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, y'all predicted that like way back in the day, and then brought
Simpson
it to
would predict everything.
Yeah. They do.
You watch a couple.
Shout out Simpsons.
You watch a couple seasons of Simpsons, you'll be like, God damn, we're gonna have this happen? Oh
Damn
shit!
right.
George Bush is gonna fucking marry fucking Hillary Clinton?
Oh.
What the hell? God damn it, Bobby.
Yeah.
Just
They predicted the monkeypox too.
that's crazy. Like to think like there's just more bullshit happening. It's just a never-ending cycle of just constant fucking. They just try to put fear into everyone.
And then like all the ones I've seen though, they just label it as like only African Americans is getting this shit.
What? Really?
Swear, like every single one, like another outbreak, another person got another person.
Where did it come from?
I don't know. No one knows. Just like fucking, it's basically like like coronavirus, basically. Like you just got released.
That corona motherfucker wasn't a real one.
But it's like, damn, like, and then, but this is a crazy thing is like, what was it? They said when Corona first came out, and they're like everybody going lockdown type shit. Like they, and then it, started like I say about a year later. They tried in 2020. They said that, and I remember seeing this on news, that if, depending on what ethnicity you are, you're more prone to get it. And I believe they said if you're African American, you're more prone to catch it, or more prone not to catch it, or something like that. And it's like y'all always labeling something to either African Americans or Mexicans or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's always like it's always coming from them, or it's always gonna hurt them more. Like why? What makes?
No, with no more
like Caucasian. You know what I mean? If you're Caucasian, what makes that more you more superior or more harmful than someone else? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that don't. I feel like if you are a human, you're more prone.
It's just worded right to maybe give others.
You know what I'm saying? Like you a human.
Yeah.
You ain't a different, you know what I mean? You're not human. We all human. You know, we all bleed the same. We all got the same inside. You know what I mean? It's like, well, my blue nosed pit bull can't catch parvo, but your red nosed pit bull can.
All right.
Like what the fuck kind of sense? You know what I mean? Like that don't make sense. Or like Ella can't catch something, but Maui can. Like how they're both dogs.
Right.
Just because they're a different breed doesn't mean that this motherfucker get
both get ticks and fleas.
You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you said, both get ticks and fleas. Like that don't make no fucking sense. Like to me personally, it's just
that's where that bullshit politics come into play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trying to
bullshit us all.
Mm-hmm. But anyway.
But yeah.
So let's talk about college football real quick.
Go motherfucking blue. I tried to get season tickets again to the fucking Michigan, and he was so pissed that he didn't go to Ohio State last year. He didn't want to sell me any good games.
Michigan State, Michigan?
Nothing.
What a piece of work.
I'm thinking of just getting tickets on my own and going to at least Michigan State and probably Ohio State.
That Ohio State one's going to cost them.
Wow. But I know that
at least
I can sneak to the front. I know it. Literally.
Oh yeah.
Legendary. What a time it was. Michigan won last year, and boy, the city was rocking. I wish I would have stayed up there for the whole game and stormed the field.
I couldn't go because if I would have went, I would have got fired.
But do you still work there?
Nope, because I got a new job while I still work there.
So maybe it was meant to be. You would have almost got fired. And you stopped working there anyway.
Yeah.
But everything happens for a reason. What a game. Wow. But yeah, so
I wish I could have went to that Big Ten championship game too.
Without further ado, I think that fucking, Michigan's going to be
top 4?
Right there in, well, I think they're going to be, a top 5 team at the end of the year. But going into it, I really do think that their main teams they got to beat this year are fucking Penn State, Michigan State, and Ohio State. Like, that's literally they're gonna. I feel like if they take care of business, which they should, against fucking Penn State and all the bullshit teams early on.
Michigan, Penn State.
They've got such a cakewalk schedule. It seems like it for their talent. They should be 11-0 going into fucking Ohio State 12. You know.
I'm very excited to see what Michigan does. I'm very excited. I'm really, really excited to see Miami.
Miami's gonna suck again.
No, they have got no. Fuck you.
What did you say last year? They were gonna be the top 7 team in the country.
I said top 10.
Top 10, yes, and they finished I think with like 5 wins. So they went like 5-7 last year.
Yeah, they were doing pretty good at first, but then declined. I'm like, son of a bitch.
They were never doing good
What?
when they played the Spartans early in the schedule. I was willing to bet my man money that Michigan State was going to handle that ass and wax them, and they did. But he didn't want to bet against his favorite team. Understandable, because it was a lock for them to lose.
Yeah, him, Kenneth Walker, he was doing his thing. It was hard stopping him.
Oh yeah, we remember him from Michigan.
But anyway, we got a good coach. We have always had a good program.
Kenneth Walker back?
No, he went to the NFL.
Where's he at?
I believe he's on the Jets.
Ah, he's wasting away there.
He's either on the Jets or the Texans.
Texans would be decent, but still, still a waste.
Wait. No. I think he's on Seattle.
That's a good squad.
I'm pretty sure that's who he went to.
But who you got? Who you got for your teams? Obviously, you're going fucking Miami.
Miami, Michigan.
Okay.
I like Miami, Michigan. I want them to both be in the top 4.
Michigan is my team. You already know with me. NFL wise, who you got?
I'm excited to see what the Lions do.
The Bucks and Lions will be in the playoffs. Hopefully in the NFC Championship game together.
I'm going to say in the NFC, I'm going to say the Lions and the Cowboys are my 2
the Cowboys.
You know?
Yeah, they're going to be trash. 8-8. 8-9 now. They got one more game to play.
I see them in NFC. I want to see them in the NFC. In the AFC, damn, I just had this talk with Terrell the other day too.
He said, God damn it, Bobby, do I want the Ravens and Lamar?
Their offense is questionable because right now, really all they got is like Lamar Jackson. I think who's that? J.K. Dobbins. I think he's still over there. But anyway, Raiders.
The Raiders are going to be nice. I wish they wouldn't have lost Henry Ruggs.
I know. Well, he shouldn't have did what the fuck he did. He brought that shit on himself.
Yeah, he did.
Raiders. And I'm going to say the Dolphins are going to be nice, but I don't know if they have the chemistry yet, especially on defense.
They're ready. You see them in fucking training camp? They're already fucking slinging 60-yard bombers to Tyreek. That shit, that looks dynamic. They're going to be special this year. I think, what's his name's over there, too? The quarterback from old Alabama. I went to...
Chargers and Raiders are going to go at it.
Yeah? Chargers should be nice, but I don't know. Herbert's nice, but I think Keenan Allen's going at the end of his career. They got Mike Williams is garbage. Dude's buns. He's not that fucking good.
You're a hater.
He's not that good. Let's be honest here. What are we talking about with the Saints? What happened with Michael Thomas? That motherfucker should be going off the radar with fucking Jameis Winston at quarterback. They fucking throw the ball 3 million times a game.
They got Jarvis Landry over there now too.
Yeah, they got a squad.
They're trying to get Odell to go there.
That I don't see how. I see Odell re-signing with the Bucks.
They got the Honey Badger over there on the Saints.
He's on injury reserve right now, I think, right?
Who?
Odell. With the Bucks.
Is he?
Unless he's a free agent, but he won a contract with He won not the Bucks, the fucking Rams. He's under contract still, or no? Or is he's a free agent?
Yeah, he's a free agent. He's trying to find places to go.
I would go the Bucks. If the Bucks can secure any more fucking talent, it's really like just a matter of time before you crown them.
At this point, you're just trying to make an all-star team.
Give Tom Brady another fucking chance at a fucking Super Bowl and watch him win. Unless Eli Manning somehow gets fucking out of retirement and put on a fucking roster.
No one wants to see that. People are getting sick of seeing Brady in the fucking Tom.
No, they're not.
In their damn Super Bowl. You're the only one.
Tom Brady.
He has enough rings. Let other people.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be one of those moments where I think the Bucks end up winning another Super Bowl. Call me crazy, but I think it's happening. I think the Bucks are with Julio Jones, bro. It's unreal.
You want me to be honest with you? Who I see in the NFC Championship?
This is no cap TV. You better tell me.
I do see the Bucks and the Cowboys going at it.
The Cowboys are garbage. You're picking them because you love them.
I see it happen.
Are you picking them because they're the best team or because you love them? Because you sure as shit ain't picking them because they're the best team. Unless you predict all 31 other teams dying in a plane crash and fucking this year's thing. That's the way that
I'm gonna say because the only other team that would really be able to fuck with them is like the Packers, but I don't see the Packers defense.
The Eagles are better
than the Cowboys.
Than the Cowboys.
Oh.
I would put so many teams above the Cowboys.
Everybody underestimates the Cowboys.
They're garbage. They underestimate.
So are the Eagles.
And yes, they're
the Cowboys.
They're garbage on a next level.
Do you not understand that the Cowboys fucking beat every team in their division, like majority of the time?
Their division was trash. The Redskins are beat up. They have no one. The fucking Eagles are still developing their team.
But
the fucking Giants are straight garbage.
Exactly, but you can't say that if the Eagles are still developing, you can't say that they are better than the Cowboys.
But they are.
Right.
They're both at the fucking same point. But give me a fucking Dak Prescott dancing fucking on the sidelines, or give me fucking
scrambling out.
Devontae fucking what's his name? Devontae.
Jalen Hurts is someone that you do have to be worried about. I ain't taking nothing from Jalen Hurts. I ain't taking nothing from Miles Sanders. I'm not taking nothing from fucking
receiver from Alabama.
Fucking not Jalen Waddle, but
Devontae.
Devontae, yeah.
What the fuck's his name?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith, yeah. That dude is a star. And, like, if he can put on a little bit of weight, I really think that Eagles team is fucking dynamic.
How ironic would it be, though?
What?
Dolphins and Eagles in Super Bowl.
It would be wild.
Alabama,
everything.
That would be a fucking... What? Oh, my God.
Nick Saban's getting a raise after that game.
Oh. You know, he's going to either party.
Henry Ruggs is going to be in fucking goddamn longest yard fucking prison league before you know it. He's probably going to be winning.
How long did he get?
I think he's still due trial. He hasn't done trial yet. But he's going away for a long time. Yeah. If convicted. Obviously, he's going to get convicted. But it's just under what terms, under what conditions, under what fucking is he going to fucking... If he doesn't serve a lot of jail time, is the family's going to fucking allow a money sum, you know, and acceptance of it, and you know? Mm-hmm. It's just so many things that could happen.
Oh, wait, what am I thinking? I forgot. I forgot the fucking Rams are in the NFC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to end up going.
Not the Cowboys.
It's going to be Cowboys and Rams in the NFC Championship.
You better put some respect on the Bucks. The Cowboys got no one. We don't got to go over this one more time. This is an easy thing. The Cardinals are better.
Oh, wait, they just got Julio, didn't they?
The Cardinals are better. The Seahawks are better.
Cardinals are not better. Fuck no.
Yes, they are.
No, they got better players. They ain't a better team.
Kyler Murray in that offense is fucking... Fuck, they could have nobody on their defense.
J.J. Watt can't stay healthy.
He doesn't even got to play. Fuck him. I'm not even considering
They don't got Chandler Jones.
They didn't even need him. You need fucking... You can play with
they
fucking...
don't got
you can
Matthew.
play with practice squad players. Just the name alone, the Cardinals will beat the Cowboys. Because the Cowboys are an overhyped franchise that always disappoints year after year,
I
and
think
they're
our
all
defense got better.
all living on the fucking 90s championship.
Our defense got better. We got 2 running backs.
No running back will ever be as good as DeMarco Murray was.
DeMarco Murray was different.
Emmitt Smith. You had Emmitt Smith. You had DeMarco Smith. You had what's his name? Zeke Elliott.
Zeke still produces though, and Tolly Pollard.
But nobody's producing the way that DeMarco Murray did. That dude was different for that team, and no one. You don't have the team that you wish you had with Des Bryant,
Marion Barber,
DeMarco Murray. He was fire. With those type of players, you don't have that team. You don't have that 1-2-3 punch. You know what? Like Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith,
though.
And Steve. Who?
Both of our running backs.
McGatlin. What is who?
Tony Pollard.
He's all right, but he's not fucking. He's not the best. He's not the best running back on the team.
No, Zeke is.
And Zeke's not even fucking a threat anymore. You fucking know.
Oh, you're tripping.
Zeke's gonna get you 800 yards a season. He ain't getting you 1,000. He ain't getting you fucking. That ain't guaranteed no more.
No, I ain't gonna
that's
say.
Not good. If you ain't
it,
even a guaranteed 1,000-yard run back, you are not the top. There is teams that are gonna put you to shame.
That is true, but at the same time, when you got 2 backs that you rotate and put in work, it equals out to what.
If it works out, yeah, but it's
that's
like
the same thing that the Saints did with
but that takes
Mark
away
Ingram and Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara was really just so young that
I'm
he
saying
couldn't
though,
take
but
over.
that's what they did though. Like
Because they only did that because they had Mark Ingram under contract. And they couldn't just fucking up and let him go. Because what happened a couple years later? He's gone.
Right, but that doesn't matter because like what I'm trying to get the point across is that it all equaled out.
It's the same thing with Reggie Bush and fucking Theo Riddick. Yeah, they might be 2 good running backs. They both can get you fucking 500 yards each. But is it effective to have 2 500 running backs, or is it better to have 1,000 running back and then you can use those where you're fucking splitting 3-4 downs to get each of these guys 10 yards. Or you can fucking give one guy fucking 2 carries and he gets 10 yards. Then you can use those other plays to fucking get your running backs involved.
Yeah.
Or your other fucking receivers involved.
Well, see, they were still producing though. Like that's the thing. Like they were producing. Like they might have not went to the playoffs or championship or lost first round playoffs, shit like that. That might have just been when they weren't able to produce anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I think as a
coach have to know when to rotate, when to sub in and out and shit like that.
The Cowboys have a lot of talent. The Michael Gallup as a receiver is fire. They got a Amari
Reggie
Cooper.
Bush was also at the end of his career too, though. You can't
What do you mean, Reggie Bush for what?
For the Lions, like he was he was towards the end of his shit. Like,
he had the best year. Had the best year of his career with the Lions.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like if we would have got him younger and then he was able to play with like when we had the number 1 defense and then be able to play with Calvin and shit like that. Oh yeah, we would have probably did put in work. With the young Stafford, oh yeah.
We literally fucking. But you literally look at the Cowboys; they got such a stacked team.
Their defense is what makes me rely on them, and then their offense also too. Like their linemen, don't get me wrong, their offensive line has shifted a little bit because they have lost it.
He's only rooting for Dallas right now in the heavy Texas energy because he's wearing a Houston Rockets jersey. No. It's possession
Houston.
Into his body.
This is Houston.
Houston, Texas. The Texas state is he's getting sucked into the Aurora. And he's under the impression, because he can't believe the Houston Texans are going to do anything goddamn good. So, what's the next best thing? The Dallas Cowboys. They're the second best thing to Houston. So, this I don't know. I just think that the Cowboys are garbage. You don't got to worry about them doing anything this year. The Eagles are probably going to have a better record. You might even fucking, if you hang around Terrell enough, he's going to fucking tell you the same thing.
In the NFC,
the Redskins should fucking turn it around this year.
In the NFC, I'll always root for the Lions and the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's such a crazy 2 teams you picked too, because Brandon Pettigrew was fucked in the fucking playoffs by the Cowboys and the refs.
Yes.
You would think that'd make you hate a little bit of one or hate a little bit more. Because I hate the Cowboys for that.
But see, that's the thing, bro. Like they played against the Cowboys, but it comes down to the refs making that call. At the end of the day, any fucking team that happened to, that like the Lions played against, that could have happened to, if they played against the Green Bay, the motherfucking the Rams, the fucking
the catch.
Well, you know what I'm saying
though.
That's
having the same next week because karma is a motherfucker.
No, I'm saying like with the Lions. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have had. It's the officiating. It's the refs that call the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then years down the road, that would have been a motherfucking catch if the rules were to stand now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it all goes back to the officiating. Like it goes back to the referees making that call.
It's karma.
It's
karma being served in the best way possible.
It's bribing.
Because literally, the gods fucked the Lions on that play when a flag was thrown. They picked it up. Now it's not pass interference. Now Brandon Pettigrew just got fucking pass interference and it's not being called. Now it's turnover on downs when it should have been a first down.
There has been officials that
what happened next week?
Officiated in pro sports that have came out and said that they they do bribe them.
They make money. Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
Donahue. That motherfucker's in prison.
Jeez, that motherfucker's in prison.
Yeah. He literally was an NBA ref fucking literally getting paid to fucking blow calls. And okay, so you fucking got the Houston versus New York tonight.
Yeah.
Houston's gonna win by 7 points. You win fucking $150,000. Mm-hmm. Anything less, you guys are fucked. You owe me money. You're like, God damn. You know, so like they're telling you, you need 7 points, my boy. You know, like if you fucking get 6, I'm fucked. If you get 8, 9, I'm fucked. And you need 8.
I need to see who's in the AFC real quick.
Oh man, there's
because it's driving me insane.
It's driving me insane. I'm telling you, man.
I used to know it, but
all you gotta know is the Cowboys are garbage. We can go to the North. AFC North, we got Cleveland, Pittsburgh. They're not doing shit, but Cleveland will do some shit. Cleveland, we got Bengals. They went to the fucking Super Bowl last year. Let's not fucking count them out. You also got the fucking the Browns, Cleveland, Bengals. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. All right. NFC West, AFC West. You got the Chargers, the Raiders, the fucking Chiefs, and you got who the fuck else is in the AFC West? The Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs. Oh, and fucking drawing a blank here, mate.
Okay, so here we go. Mm-hmm. So they got the Patriots, which
always
they're a young team. They're a young rebuilding team. So I can't really say that they're going to be Super Bowl bound. They could possibly make playoffs or wild card. Especially I could see how I say this. They're not going to be able to make their division because of 2 teams.
Who?
The Miami Dolphins.
Are you saying in that division they're going to be better than the Patriots?
No, that it's going to be the Dolphins and the Bills that are going to be better than the Patriots.
Do you think the Patriots are going to be third in their division?
I do because
that's crazy.
I mean, cause
that's just saying how much talent you. That's all that is saying that even though they're good and they got Bill Belichick, you think that highly of the Tyreek and fucking that addition that they makes, and also
I wouldn't even say that. I'm going to say people underestimate how good Tua is as a young quarterback. Just like how they do. Just like how I did with Mac Jones. But
with that addition to Tyreek Hill, it sets them over the fucking top.
That they got a more, I want to say maybe a more complete team because they got young players, but they play at a high level. To where the Patriots' defense is like crumbling down, falling apart because
Gilmore's gone.
You know, McCarthy, one of the McCarthy brothers are gone. They don't got
McCarthy.
The McCarty brothers.
Okay.
I think Jason.
Yeah, Jason McCourty.
McCourty, yeah, McCarty. My fault. I mispronounced the name. But they're another team though that's kind of
Devin and Jason.
But see, look at the Patriots, kind of like another Alabama team because they got the quarterback and the running back.
Facts.
You know, Damian Harris and Mac Jones, they played, on the same, they all played on the same team with each other. So when they go against the Dolphins, them two know how
each other works.
how they work.
In
So
a
that
sense, but
they embellish. So they in Belichick ear, like when we was at Alabama, he had a tendency to do this, and his weakness was this and that, and the other. You know what I mean? Like when it comes on to Mac Jones talking about Tua and Jalen Hurts, you know what I mean? He's like, well, Nick Saban, you know, when we were all doing film, you know, quarterback and you know or whatever, we get all the quarterbacks with each other. He would point out our weaknesses and shit. And this is what his weaknesses was. This is what his weaknesses was. You know, and vice versa. You know what I mean? They probably doing the same shit they call. And then the running backs and the wide receivers doing the same shit. You know what I mean? Like the reason why I started over him was because of this, or the reason why I subbed him out, or the reason why coach, you know, did this, that, and the other, or you know, had him here and had me in here, or had him in here and me out there is because this is what the weaknesses was.
Right.
You know, same thing with running, but you know, all that shit. So. Do I see the Patriots being anywhere higher than third?
That's crazy.
I do not, because their defense isn't there like how the other teams are.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think like the big addition the Dolphins made is they went from like an 8-9 team, 9-8 team, and now they have Tyreek. I do think Tyreek is going to account for about five extra wins.
Xavier Howard is animal over there, and then I believe their DBs are good. Like they got good DB, good safeties, good corners.
Oh yeah.
Linebackers are average Joes. They're good. They're good. They're not great, but they're good.
Not Zach Thomas's.
No.
But yeah, it's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a good year of football. Basketball, I'm excited for even more though. I'm really excited for basketball to come back. Golden State coming off that fucking win.
That's crazy that they got another ring. I didn't think that they would.
I called it all year. If Klay Thompson comes back,
yeah. That was the big factor.
They are going to go to the finals.
Klay is a big factor.
I thought they would play Milwaukee though. I did.
I did not. The Celtics.
Celtics, yeah,
Celtics was nice though. I like Celtics.
They crumbled. They were an 8 seed going in, 7 seed going into the playoffs. They shouldn't even been there. They made their way. They fucking swept Brooklyn, surprisingly. Brooklyn should have been there. And then
that's who I really thought was going out of the East was Brooklyn, because they had like the the Harden and Kyrie but then when they traded Harden for Ben Simmons, I'm like, wow, that was a shocker to me, because given that Ben Simmons,
he wanted out.
He's
so young.
Ben Simmons he's not a shooter. He's a banger. You know what I mean?
But
like he plays big.
But he's more of a floor general than Harden is.
You think he is?
I think so. Harden is an ISO player. He's a one-on-one player that'll fucking shake, bake, and fucking make you look stupid. Yeah, he's there for like oops and shit.
Well, the triple doubles and shit. Like he can get you like 50 points with 15 assists. You know what I mean? With 10 rebounds type shit, and it's nice, like, because it's like, damn. It's just a shocker that you can't win with someone like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
there's too many of those ISO personalities on one team. KD is like that. Kyrie is like that. Kyrie will pass it.
Kyrie, to me, done fell off.
He didn't fall off. I think what it was is his mental health took a fucking spin for the worst. And, like the world fucking looked at him like he was like this fucking,
I'll give
like,
you that.
They looked at him like he was like this bitch for fucking, feeling the way he feels and, not wanting to get vaccinated and all this shit. Like, bro, you're a normal fucking human, and we're fucking, not we're, because it wasn't me, but the fucking ESPN world and just, like, the social media aspect, like, they fucking try to clown him. Like, he was, like, this crazy motherfucker that deals with shit. Like, we all deal with some shit, like.
I just need the Lakers to start rebuilding their shit.
Bronny. You seen Bronny. Bronny's fucking, he's looking good. Bryce James is like 6'6".
Is Bronny in the league now or something?
No. What I'm saying with the Lakers, it's gonna happen.
Father and son.
Bryce James is his youngest son. He's like 6'6" right now. Bronny's like 6'2", 6'3".
I don't think.
That's crazy.
I don't think LeBron is good for LA.
That's debatable. That's debatable right there, because
he's smart when he plays. It just don't feel like he's the same. I mean, obviously he's getting older. Everybody gets old. Everybody starts to decrease. And
he's not decreasing.
You know, I don't know. I can't say that.
I do not see a fall off.
No, I think he's a little overrated.
Overrated?
I think he's a little overrated.
What do you think about it? Because who's the best player in the fucking league if it's not fucking LeBron James, Giannis, or Steph?
I'm going to say it's either going to be...
KD's the best shooter.
I'm going to say Giannis or KD.
Yeah, same. Like I said, you know, like...
If Giannis starts being able to shoot at the 3, definitely Giannis.
Giannis is game changer, takeover, game ready like Shaq was.
And his chase down is scary. Like, when you see
So
that
long.
big motherfucker, like, and he hauls at, like, Giannis can fucking get from one side of the court to the other in, like, 5 fucking strides. His acceleration is ridiculous. Like, you can see him in the backside corner. Ball gets stolen from I don't know. I don't even want to say top of the key, but like maybe like diagonal. You know, like, you know, that motherfucker will. I'm talking about chase down like a cheetah on a fucking gazelle, and will pin your shit against that fucking backboard or just rip it out of the air. Like, Giannis is Greek freak for a reason.
I think the big person who fell the fuck off, like, if we're going to talk about fell off.
Paul George.
No, he fucking threw himself off. That motherfucker started calling him playoff P.
Russell Westbrook.
Started calling him playoff P. Started calling himself that shit and started playing like fucking
Booty cheeks.
booty cheek P.
Russell Westbrook fell off hard.
But did he? Or was he just in the fucking wrong system? Because it's not years of fucking seeing this shit. It's 1 year of seeing Russ not get the spotlight.
Me personally...
Because he was nice with fucking John Wall with the Wizards. And he was nice with James Harden while he was there with the fucking Houston. Or with, not James Harden, with John Wall in Houston. And Bradley Beal.
He was with James Harden in Houston. He was with John Wall. Not John Wall. He was with Bradley Beal
and the Wizards.
He should have never left OKC. Is what he should have did. He should have stayed over there at OKC, and he probably would have got someone over there nice, and would have been doing work.
Yeah. But he had a whole roster. He had LeBron, Carmelo, he had Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He fell off. Russell right now is to the point where his prime is over.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? His age is starting to affect him, and you can tell.
But you could tell that when he was at OKC.
No, he was at OKC. He was doing.
Let's talk about this then. If you say that, let's talk about the last year in OKC when he was in the playoffs. I'll tell you what happened. Billy Donovan had to play this motherfucker so goddamn much because they had nobody.
Yeah.
And he was so tired, he was ineffective.
Yeah.
Ineffective as fuck. So it's like.
But that's when he was doing, like, he was banging, he was shooting.
They tried to give him Paul George. Didn't do shit. He got Dame Lillard fucking.
But that's
bye.
That's the thing right there. They had Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams, and I believe Kenter was still on the team. You know, Enes Kanter.
Yeah.
Them should have been a starting 5, but they wouldn't do that. They would only put in like Melo, like coming off the bench, and like, you know, like had like weird rotations with them, like where they were like, okay, you come out, make a couple bucks, now you come out, make a couple bucks, now you come off the bench, make a couple bucks. You know what I mean? When you gotta start your best 5, you have to. That's a given. You know what I mean? And then start making, you know, substitution, rotating in and out. You know, doing that because they were almost there, bro. Like, they were there in like you know, like there in the playoffs. Like, they were there. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to say that it was bad coaching. I don't want to say it was bad player, you know, bad playing or whatnot.
Billy Donovan is one hell of a coach.
But it's like that's where it goes back.
He's like the head.
I'm gonna say it's half and half. I'll give half and half. Just because as a player you gotta be ready in them you have to be ready.
Right.
At all times, no matter how tired you are. Like Kobe, fucking Michael,
Exactly.
fucking Larry Bird,
Exactly.
fucking Magic Johnson. You have to be ready.
My point exactly.
Because
he fell off then. Because if you look at Billy Donovan as a coach, it ain't just his fuck. Yeah, he was a fucking coach from Florida and he was doing some shit. But he was more than that. He was an NCAA fucking champion. You know what I'm saying? Like they won with fucking that Florida team with fucking who was it? Joakim Noah. They had who they have? They had a handful of squad players.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. Either way, but it just goes to show that like good coaching can fucking have good talent and then not get the job done. Like Russell Westbrook is a fucking superstar, Hall of Famer, broke fucking records. Yes, and yes. But at the end of the day, was his impact at a championship level enough to fucking win? And no.
Well, they're in talks of trading him and someone else for another superstar to get over there with Brown and AD.
Right, and that's just to show that you have to fucking package and fucking trade him away to fucking hopefully get your money back.
Yeah, he fell off. So I'm trying to see who they go and get. I don't see it being any of the young franchise players. Like I don't see it being no one like Jason Tatum. I don't see no one like Luka Doncic. I don't see no one like
the untouchable players.
Yeah, like the untouchable player, right? Like the Devin Bookers and shit like that. Now
you see a Chris Paul being able to make something happen though. I don't even think fucking Phoenix would give up Chris Paul.
I don't think they would give him up for Russell Westbrook, and if they do, it's going to take a lot. And even then, I don't think Chris Paul wants to leave the Suns because he sees the potential.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then again, Bron, wants to play with Chris Paul, and I think Chris Paul wants to play with Bron because, they're buddies and shit like that. And, if Bron and Chris Paul get with each other, that'd probably be something scary. Now, they were in talks of trying to get Devin Mitchell over there with
Donovan
LeBron.
Mitchell?
Donovan Mitchell, yes.
With the Jazz, from the Jazz?
From the Jazz. Him and Rudy Gobert.
Oh,
for Russell and like one or two more players and like picks and shit like that.
That'd be insane. That's a fucking dominating duo right there. That's one of the, I'd say like whenever Donovan Mitchell's healthy, bro, that team, he makes Ingles looks good. He makes fucking
him and Rudy Gobert.
Gobert's suspect on defense. So Steph Curry crossed him up several times. I remember that.
Yeah, but he's fucking 7'1", 7'2". You're gonna get crossed up by a small guy like that. You gotta play. You gotta play your role.
He is fire.
Come on.
I am not gonna take anything away from Rudy. Rudy is one of the best
I don't think
centers in the
he's
game.
good on defense because Steph Curry crossed him up. That's like saying, all right, I'm gonna put a fucking defensive tackle against Kelvin Johnson. Kelvin Johnson gonna burn his ass.
Right.
Quick.
Where the fuck comparison is that from? A DB for a DT?
Because that's basically a guard for a center.
Oh no, there's big men who can guard Steph.
Oh yeah, Anthony Davis can.
Yeah, Anthony Davis.
But
Giannis.
them point guards, them big point guards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anthony Davis literally used to run the point.
What I'm saying with that statement is there is holes in Rudy Gobert's defense. Big holes that are easily exposed. Yeah, he's nice, but on the pick and roll, he's trash. On fucking literally on man-to-man defense, he's got to be playing in the zone. You know what I'm saying? He needs that help defense. Otherwise, you isolate him, he's destroyed. Yeah, with like a lesser of a player, but with a superstar, cooked. Like 9 times out of 10, he's getting fucking beat, or he's avoiding the foul.
He's a paint player, though. That's the thing. You gotta make him play the paint, and that's what LeBron will do. He will make his ass pay. It has been proven that LeBron has been making these motherfuckers around him play better than what they have. Like JaVale McGee.
Yeah. Fire.
Ain't nobody fucking fuck with JaVale McGee like that.
Oh, he was way better before Golden State. He was a superstar with Golden State.
You know what I'm saying? Like with Golden State, he was good with Golden State. But I'm
way
saying
better with Golden State than LA.
He was nobody. Nobody really talked about JaVale McGee until he was with the Lakers, slamming like how he was.
No, that's not true. That's false.
Bro.
He won rings with fucking Golden State. What do you mean?
He did.
He literally was he was the go-to guy for their pick and roll with
But
Zaza.
what I'm saying is how he was on the Lakers.
The Lakers, they had a twin tower, triple twin tower.
Yeah, type shit.
That was different,
That
but
was
it wasn't.
because he I feel like
He got put on after the Wizards. You know, he played for like the fucking...
I guess, but at the same time, I didn't really hear about him until...
Because you was sleeping. Everybody else was awake.
Until he was on the Lakers, because
He made the most damage because the Lakers was headline news. You seen all
yeah,
the Lakers...
that's what I'm saying.
You seen everything because it was triple twin towers, and the fucking ESPN wanted to soak up LeBron moments.
It was like him, Dwight Howard, and Anthony Davis. Yeah. Even Dwight Howard was playing better.
There's so many good clips though of like Golden State when they were doing it, but they don't show it around here. They might not advertise it locally, but Golden State was.
But I do agree with you. Like when he was on Golden State, yes, he was still effective on Golden State. He was still making noise.
He was the most effective. That motherfucker was doing everything, coast to coast. He was fucking blocking everything. He was fucking literally jamming everything, lobbing everything. That dude was dominant. He would get steals. He would do threes.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing it like consistently.
He was.
Like, I don't feel like it was
for years. He was doing it consistent. Y'all better look up JaVale McGee on the Golden State era. He was dominant.
I'm gonna have to rewatch film.
Yeah, you gotta watch film. He didn't watch it.
People don't forget.
People don't forget.
People don't forget.
Damn right. But yeah, man. So without further ado, I think it's gonna be a good ass season of sports overall.
Yeah.
Aside from Brittney Griner, free Brittney Griner for the one time.
Damn right.
But yeah, episode 103, or episode 104 actually, here with my man Greeny. Make sure you go follow his account. Make sure you go tap in. Always a good pleasure having you on. He's got to get out of here to donate some plasma. So
damn right.
If you don't know, now you know. FGP Feeling Good Podcast, episode 104. The podcast your brain wants. You got talent, let's showcase it. The official podcast for the Tri-City Stampede and the home of No Cap TV. Hey, come talk to us. If you ever want to get on the show, you ever want to ask some questions, ask him some questions, shoot him a message, shoot me a message. We'll get to you soon. But without further ado, we got another great coming to the set later on today. So, hey, peace and booty grease. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Bow. Peace and booty grease.